Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint Germain family. You've seen my video before discussing the entire Ballon d'Or thing, but we're here to go through everything you need to know about what's happened in the past 24 hours right before the Ballon d'Or ceremony is set to held. Paris Saint Germain were obviously set to play versus Olympique de Marseille, their arch rivals, at the Velodrome away in Marseille this Sunday. And this is when these kinds of reports started popping up. El Clásico is under threat of postponement due to weather conditions. Le Classique is under threat of possible postponement due to risk of storms in Marseille. To Met France forecast weather condition could worsen early in the evening with rain and severe storms. And there were severe storms today and tonight in Marseille. And this is something we knew the day before. And I was talking in the pre-match podcast with Tosin, and we were discussing a potential postponement of the game. And I was like, oh, we're going to play the game a month. Oh, it can't be Monday, we're going to have the Ballon d'Or ceremony, so we'll probably play the game on Tuesday, as both Marseille and Paris Saint Germain does not have a midweek game. But this is where the corruption comes in. So, the day after, I wake up, and this is what the reports say. Le Classique at the Velodrome is being maintained for now, but is strongly threatened by violent storms, heavy rain, hail, and gusts of wind. The final decision regarding whether the match will be maintained or postponed will be made at the last moment. In case of postponement, the Classique could be played the next day, at the same time as the Ballon d'Or ceremony according to the league's regulations. The league has never faced a similar situation. Uncertainty remains. Starting from 6:45, Guinea-Bissau will be able to make the decision postpone or not the match. The prefect of the province Alpes-Côte d'Azur region requested postponement of the match due to weather conditions. And this is when it started, and then it came out official, the Classique is postponed. OM wants the match to take place tomorrow. The discussions are heated behind the scenes. Olympique Marseille looked at the regulations, and obviously they want to ruin our special night in the Ballon d'Or ceremony, and they wanted the game to be played the next day. Whilst Paris Saint Germain were okay with the game played on Monday, but they wanted the game to be played early on in the day. And then it was decided that the game was going to be played at the exact same time as the Ballon d'Or ceremony, 20 p.m. Central European time, on the 22nd of September. I mean, these are just his opinions. Continuation of his opinions here. Paris wanted to play on Monday at 15 or 17 p.m. European time. It's unthinkable for the club and Nasser to not attend this evening. He might therefore prioritize going to Ballon d'Or. Strictly Nasser Al Khalifi. Here, Ashraf Hakimi seems pretty okay with it. Give a heads up before the plane takes off if tomorrow's match is postponed a second time. So the weather in Marseille was so bad, there were some notions that the game could be postponed for a second time, which we'll still have to wait for, I guess, for tomorrow, but probably not going to happen. The opinion of the sports of the newspaper Le Parisien by this decision... Okay, I've already read that before, just some BS. The small gathering planned at the Parc des Princes before heading to the Châtillon Theatre, where the players and their families were to be brought together before leaving together, would not take place. And as you can see, this is not just Dembele lifting a golden ball. This is not just him and his teammates celebrating it. This was supposed to be basically a second party for the Champions League triumph. Yes, we celebrated after we won the Champions League, and this was going to be the second party. Ousmane Dembele lifting the Ballon d'Or, 9 Paris Saint Germain players nominated for the Ballon d'Or, a record in the Ballon d'Or ceremony, Luis Enrique winning Manager of the Year, Gianluigi Donnarumma winning Goalkeeper of the Year. It was supposed to be a special night, the family, everyone there, because it's not just Ousmane Dembele Ballon d'Or, it's Paris Saint Germain, Ousmane Dembele Ballon d'Or. That's why it was meant to be, the United. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Luis Enrique, not a fan of individual awards, had no intention of attending the Ballon d'Or ceremony. PSG did know precisely on Sunday evening the number of its guests, but there should be around 40 representing the club for the ceremony, 20 fewer than what was planned before the postponement. This Sunday evening, there was uncertainty surrounding the exact composition of the delegation for the Ballon d'Or ceremony. Several Parisian establishments have already received reservation requests in recent days for Monday evening, just in case PSG could even officially organize in the coming days a party to celebrate its potential Ballon d'Or and close out the 2024-2025 season. To get through this moment, Dembele wanted to be surrounded by loved ones. Around 30 requests have been submitted. Donnarumma plans to make the trip tomorrow. Great to hear. Back from Marseille this Monday evening, some Parisians might not stop by home. If Dembele or an outside the Hakimi Vitina is crowned, a party should be organized. The Parisian delegation will not be complete. So what they're saying is, obviously, they will fly back to Paris straight after the game. The game is going to be played between 20 p.m. Central European time until around 22 p.m. Central European time. And then it's a quick flight back home from Marseille to Paris, which should take maybe 30 to 40 minutes. And then they can go and celebrate. We obviously have no midweek game and so on. And here are the absentees for the Ballon d'Or ceremony that were supposed to be there from Paris Saint Germain. Lucas Chevalier, obviously nominated for the Best Goalkeeper of the Year award. Achraf Hakimi, obviously, potentially top 3, top 5. Same with Vitinha, Nuno Mendes, top 10. Fabio Ruiz, maybe top 15, top 20. Khvicha, top 15, top 10 maybe. And Luis Enrique's Manager of the Year. And as I said, I wanted that picture when the award is given out to the best club of the 2024-2025 season. It was supposed to be PSG. Maybe all the Paris Saint Germain players get up at one moment with Luis Enrique. 10 men taking a picture for the incredible stuff we've done in the 2024-2025 season. They messed up the ceremony so bad, I didn't even know that was possible. Barely an hour after the start of the discussion, which shows that PSG reservations weren't very strong, the 8 p.m. Monday solution was finalized. OM rejected all other proposals. What a dirty club, man. But, I mean, expected from Marseille. The Marseilles won their case because they had their side for the Provençals. It's a lesser evil. They will still be to face a weakened opponent despite the postponement. So, to basically summarize the entire situation, Paris Saint Germain Marseille was set to play early on because of the bad weather conditions. The game was supposed to be postponed, and then it got postponed when the weather. The people that look at the weather, when they understood it's going to be too bad. You cannot be playing a game in this weather and so on. There was a lot of flooding in Marseille as well, so they could potentially not play the game. Paris Saint Germain wanted to play the game probably on Tuesday. Marseille wanted Monday, and they looked at the Ligue 1 regulations. And the Ligue 1 regulations say if you postpone a game due to weather conditions, the game will have to be played the day after. The delicate issue is Paris Saint Germain had the Ballon d'Or ceremony to attend to, where Ousmane Dembele is going to win it, and a lot of Paris Saint Germain players are nominated for other awards. And it was supposed to be a great party and celebration of the 2024-2025 season. And Ligue 1, with the award held in Paris, with 9 out of 30 players being PSG Ligue 1 players, instead of compensating for this one rare moment, this has never happened in the history before, instead of compensating, they instead forced PSG to play the game at the same time, forcing Luis Enrique and all the other players that were supposed to be there, that were supposed to celebrate with Dembele, and just be there and celebrate their own position in the Ballon d'Or ranking. They will have to go and play the game instead. And then when Dembele wins it, they will fly back and have a late party. And as I said, they have no midweek game, so it's not the worst. I've accepted this. I'm not as mad as I was before. I understand. Marseille, I mean, I knew Marseille was a disgusting club. And I mean, there are our rivals. It was quite clear that we're going to do this. But I'm very embarrassed in Ligue 1. We've done so much for this league. We've done so much for this country. And, you know, in one of our most historical nights, this is probably the second most historical night after the 5-0. But instead of Ligue 1 compensating for the team that has given this league so much, they did a Tebas moment by punishing Paris Saint Germain because of the bad weather conditions. And yeah, I don't like it at all. I'm very disgusted with Ligue 1. This is not how a top league should be treating its best team. You know, that has done so much for this league. That has done so much, especially Nasser Khalifi. He's done so much for this league. And this is how you treat Paris Saint Germain. It's very unfortunate. Dembele will win the Ballon d'Or. And hopefully they have a great party. I mean, it doesn't affect me. I just want them to be happy. I know they wanted to celebrate. They had this planned. They, they were supposed to go have a dinner or something with all the families and everything. It's a really beautiful moment that got ruined by Ligue 1 being an absolutely disgusting league. And I hope Nasser Khalifi never forgets this and never forgives Ligue 1. Do not ever help this league out. I know we're included in them. I know we're indirectly involved, but this is not okay. This is not acceptable. I said, Marseille, we know they're a disgusting club, but I did not expect this from Ligue 1. I did not expect this from Ligue 1. Paris Saint Germain wanted to play the game at 15 p.m. or 17 p.m. And you know what Marseille said? They said it would be disrespectful to the Marseille fans that were supposed to go to the game because they would probably have a job or, they are in school or something, so they couldn't attend the game. Yeah, that's more important than the Ballon d'Or, right? You're filthy Marseille fans. Obviously, no Paris Saint Germain supporters are welcome at the Velodrome since back in, 2017. PSG fans not welcome there. Marseille fans not welcome at the Parc des Princes due to fights and disputes the two fan bases had in previous seasons, unfortunately. But it is what it is. It's a depressing moment before an amazing moment, We're going to forget about this when I see Dembele lift the Ballon d'Or. But I've accepted it. Now we know where Ligue 1 stands. Now we know how we should treat them. And I hope Nasser claps back at this league because that's not acceptable. And the game tomorrow, Marseille will suffer. Marseille will be punished. At least a 3-4-0. We have to smack them. Complete smack. And for the people that are wondering, yes, I will do a multi-watch along tomorrow. I'll be watching the Ballon d'Or Cermony and the Paris Saint Germain versus Marseille game at the same time on both of my screens and try to react to both at the same time and not miss out on anything. But I've accepted it. I've moved on. We know how it is. Dembele will win the Ballon d'Or and we're very grateful for him. I'm very happy for Ousmane Dembele. And that's basically it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. That's been it from my boy PS Gent. And as usual, allez, Paris.